Set during World War II in London, 1940. In a quiet street in East London, nestled between tall brick houses, lived a little girl named Elsie and her loyal cat, Crumpet. Elsie was only 7, with curly brown hair and freckles like cinnamon sugar. She loved bedtime stories and painting pictures of the sky. But this was a time of war. It was 1940, and the Blitz had begun. Planes flew above the rooftops at night, and sometimes the sirens would howl, warning everyone to go into their shelters. Elsie was brave, but even the bravest hearts tremble in the dark. One night, during a heavy air raid, the power went out. The city went black. Elsie and her family huddled in their Anderson shelter at the bottom of the garden, listening to the thunder of distant bombs. Elsie clutched Crumpet tight. He purred in her arms, trying to be strong too. "I wish I could help," she whispered. Her father, who worked as a fire warden, gave her something. "Here, love," he said. "This is your lantern. One tiny light can shine through the darkest night." It was just a little tin lantern, flickering with a candle. But in that moment, it became Elsie's symbol of courage. Every night after that, Elsie would light her lantern and hang it by the shelter door. Neighbors began to notice. A week later, another child brought their candle. Then another. Soon, the whole street had glowing little lanterns, twinkling like stars across the gardens. It didn't stop the war, and it didn't stop the fear, but it gave them something more powerful: hope. Years later, long after the war ended, that little street became known as Lantern Row, and in the middle stood a bronze statue of a small girl holding up a light, with a cat curled around her feet. Beneath it, engraved in brass, were the words, "Even the smallest light can guide the way." The end.